Hello and good morning, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for tuning in. I can't say Facebook Friday morning because I am multi-streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. At least I hope so. It's only the second time, but if you hop on, let me know where you're from, say hi, and also let me know where you're watching from. I'll know if it's working. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Okay. Angie, thank you letting me know you're on. And where are you guys watching from? Let me know if it's YouTube or Facebook. I want to see if everything's working properly. So we're going to get started. I have a couple of shout outs to do first. So let's switch over to a few things here. Okay. Sharon, thank you for tuning in. Carol, Yvette, Christine. Okay, so I see red and blue comments, which means I'm streaming live on both. Great. So let me show you a couple of things that are going on. First, I want to remind you about the Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club that Donna Gray in Australia and myself have going. So you want to check that out. We also have the Robot Buddies kit that's on sale right now. I did that on Monday night, so you want to check that out. We have the Savings in Bloom right now, where the mini embossing machine and 13 bundles are on sale. So you definitely want to check that out. Oh, thank you, Cindy. So I got YouTube and Facebook. Yay, it's working. Also want you to check out the Stampersdelight shop.com. That's where you can get that awesome ceramic sign that says Stampers Welcome, and also the mugs and the sweatshirts and t-shirts that I wear. Make great gifts. Okay, so let's get started. So a couple of shout outs first. Thank you all. Yes, it's working. Alex, how have you been? You've been MIA lately. So a couple of shout outs I have here. This is a thank you card from my teammate, Joyce. I love this fold. Okay, I am definitely going to be casing this fold, Joyce. Thank you so much. And that was a thank you card for her on tour gift. I would show you the little gift that I sent out to my teammates that signed up for On Tour, but a couple of them haven't gotten them yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. I got a cute little St. Patrick's Day card here from Win Ann. Thank you so much, Win Ann. Oh, Alaska. You're watching in Alaska. Wow. And we have another one in Arkansas, Salt Lake City. Yay. Okay, so this was a thank you card, St. Patrick's Day from Win Ann. Thank you so much, Win Ann. I have another thank you card, or a little hello, from Peggy. She joined the March Waves online class. I'll be announcing April's class next week. That's the online class. Remember, I have different classes going on, online and in person. So when you see the emails or the newsletter, you have to watch and see if it says in person or online, okay? I'd love to have you all here, but I realize that not everybody lives in New York. Okay, this is another thank you card from Teresa. Thank you, Teresa. This is a card and some little goodies, some stickers. A little cute little card from a TikTok and Instagram follower. And Kinjal, I'm not sure if I can pronounce your name right. Kinjal, thank you so much. That's adorable. So she follows me on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you everyone for that. Now, I do have a cold, okay? So I am going to be sneezing and coughing, and I apologize, but I was not going to not go online today or live. So we are going to be checking out today. We're going back to the annual catalog while we wait for the new catalog to be launched. And this is Bloom Where You're Planted. Okay, and this is a really cute set, and it took me a while to showcase it. I'm not sure why, because there's so many great bundles and suites in the catalog. But this is a suite or a bundle, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. And here is the stamp set, and of course these beautiful dies. We're not going to be using everything today, but I don't know why. I have to laugh because this right here, let me show you, reminds me of my first apartment with one of my best friends. And you know, when you first get your apartment, you're like, you got everything all, you know, you just want everything. And we had hanging plants all over the place with like these macrame holders. We had plant parties, believe it or not, just like stamp parties, only you bought plants. That was back in the, what, late 70s. So I'm going back a ways. All right, so let me show you a couple of samples with that. You're actually coloring paper right now to look like the Northern Lights. Oh, nice. Hi, Darlene. Okay, so this card I actually got in a swap, and I apologize. I don't know who sent me the swap because there was no name on it. But I just wanted to, she did the card. I added some gems to it. And then I added an inside here. Okay, so this could be, and then of course I did the envelope. So this was a swap. This is the macrame embossing folder, which I don't have that. The one thing I'm going to do with this though is I'm going to cut these down. They're a little too long for my liking. And then you can see that I used the Cinnamon Cider, which is going to be retiring. So you really want to get those retiring colors now before they sell out. And I have some of our cute little gems here. So that was the first card. And again, if you're watching me and this is your card from a swap we did earlier in the year or last year, give me a shout out and tell me your name. The next one I want to show you that I did was using this designer series paper and these paper lattice pieces that go with this suite. Let me just bring in the papers for you. Don't overlook this in the catalog because it really is pretty nice. It's really nice, not pretty nice. Okay, so here's the different papers. And I've actually, I use these, you might have seen my Cactus Cuties. Okay, and I also use this paper with that. So the paper goes with a lot of different things. Good morning. Oh, you switched from YouTube to Facebook. Watch me wherever you want. I'm just so glad that I can multi-stream now. It makes life easier for everybody. So we have these paper lattice pieces. And I used, this was a die cut I had left over from something else. And what happens is a lot of times I make extras and I just keep them in front of me and I grab them. So I don't always know what die that is. And of course, there's the background, the hanging plants. And this is just a thank you card. I use a lot of thank you cards. That's one of the reasons why you see me make so many. I actually like to send out thank you cards to my teammates, my teammates, my customers. And yes, I have a couple of winners from last week. So we'll put that over there. Okay, the next card is one of the cards I'm going to be showing you today. And I knew as soon as I saw this suite that I needed to make a swing card. So this is a swing card, and it's really quite easy to make. You can see the plant. And like I said, this reminded me of being in my first apartment with my girlfriend. Oh my God, we had beads. And I mean, beads are like from the 60s, way before my time as an adult. You know, I was a little kid. But we had these beads hanging from the living room to the dining room. We thought it looked so cool. Now we look back on it and it's hysterical. So here's a cute swing card, and I am going to be showing you that shortly. Oh, thank you, Judith. Judith says she loves the cards I'm showing. I'm going to show you the second card that we're going to be doing. And this is not my card. I cased this from, I think, and I apologize again, Michelle, I think it was Critchlow. It was either on YouTube or Pinterest that I saw this, and I really fell in love with the way she did this. Now, I did change it up a little bit, because when I case an idea, I don't like to do it exact. I like to add my own twist to it. So this is another card, and you can see it's got that window sheet in the middle. And there you can see I used the designer series paper. I'll explain how she did her card and what I changed when I get to this card, okay? So there's a second card that I'm going to be doing. Okay, a good memory. Yeah, I do have a good memory for things like that. Things that make me laugh, like that first apartment we had. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here so I don't lose them. All right, so let me bring in the first packet that I'm going to be using. Okay, and as I said, that's going to be the swing card. So I like to keep it right here because, you know, sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Okay, just to remind you, this is my host code for March. Don't forget to use that if your order's less than $150, okay? You go to Stampersdelight.com to place your order. If you'd like to order the sweatshirt like I'm wearing or any of the mugs for yourself or for others, go to Stampersdelightshop.com. Don't forget to take a picture of yourself wearing one of these apparel, sweatshirts, t-shirts, or holding the mug, and tag Stampersdelight.com so I can give you a little shout out. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of cinnamon cider. Now remember, this is paper that is being retired. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh, who am I kidding? They're all my favorites. I'm going to go to 4 1/4. And I am just going to score that. So there's the base card. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, so there's the base. Now, I like to do things not quick and easy, but I like, if I can save a step, I will. So I'm going to use this paper. See, I'm going to change it up a little bit. And this is going to be right here. I'm not going to glue it down yet, because I need to run it through the die cutting machine. Now, I do have to use the large die cutting machine for this, and I'll show you why. Let me just grab my pieces here. Sorry, making so much noise this morning. I'm trying to wake you all up. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to grab the largest circle die from my layering circles. You want the largest one so it swings, but you will still have to cut off a little piece, okay? I'm going to lay this, I'm going to lay it together, and then I'm going to run it through so that it's exactly where I want it. I don't have to measure anything. I can just line it back up when I'm done. Yeah, I'll miss the cinnamon cider. I will also miss the Just Jade, although we do have some other lovely greens, but the cinnamon cider, I really, oh, how about Misty Moonlight? Oh my gosh, I'm really going to miss that one. Okay, so now I have a large circle here. And guess what? Whoop. I have 2 pieces here that I can use for another card. And if we have time, maybe I'll do a 3rd card. Okay, so we are going to move this out of the way. And just remember which side that goes. See, now it fits very nicely there. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. I'm going to bring in some green. This is garden green. I already have the little macrame holders done. I also already have some of these little pieces cut out. So one of the things I want to show you is you can stamp and cut these pieces out. Or you can use the designer series paper and use the dies that match up with some of them. Not all of them match up, okay? Now I want this to show, so I'm going to use this one. And let's see what I have on the other side. I'm probably going to need another one of those because I only have the one gray. So let me bring in the paper. Maybe I'll cut them out instead. Let's see. That doesn't have a gray one. I really want a gray, so let me grab that planter. Again, I apologize for sounding hoarse. All right, I'm going to bring in my gray granite. I'm going to stamp that. Ooh, I just re-inked that, so it's a little bit darker, but it's all good. Let me bring in this little piece. Now I can use my little mini, I think. Will that fit in there? I'll just cut off a piece. So I want to use my mini machine to show you, because this is also on sale. Okay, so this is 20% off. What a deal, right? Not only that, it's great if you travel. Like, I'm going to be going to North Carolina for Easter, and I plan on taking this with me. Okay, I should have my little post-it notes, but I think I can do this. All right, so I'm going to just put that in there. Yeah, Misty Moonlight. I think that's number 1. Cinnamon Cider's number 2. But I'm going to order some extras. And definitely order the re-inkers if you have the inks. Because if you have the stamp pads, once they go away, you're not going to be able to get the refills. Well, while I'm on here, let me grab the green. Cut this piece off because I don't need that. Okay, I'm grabbing, this is Garden Green. And I'm not stamping anything because when I put it through the circle, I don't want like nothing to show on the back. And you'll see what I mean in one quick second. Hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day. Because you know everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day, right? Okay, I am going to just run this through. Oh, Betty's on with her new coffee mug. So, cute story. Betty's daughter, and I hope you don't mind me sharing that, Betty. Betty's daughter bought her 2 of the mugs from the Stampersdelight shop.com. And I saw it on there, and I didn't say anything to her. And I'm glad I didn't because it was a surprise. So what happened was one came in, and she got it, and she was totally surprised. And another one came in a couple days later, so she got 2 surprises. So shout out to Betty and her daughter for ordering the 2 mugs. So glad you were excited and happy about that. Okay, so now I have 2 of everything is what I needed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you that you can't swing that through. So I do have to cut off these little pieces, but it's still going to look cute. Okay, so we are just going to cut that off. If you have oval shapes, you could use those and you might not have to cut these little pieces off. They look like little rakes. All right, I'm going to put these on the back side. I'm going to grab some Tombow. Okay, and I'm just going to dot some Tombow on here. Okay, just that one. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to just lay that on there. Even if the Tombow's up there, it doesn't matter because it'll dry. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one this way, right? So let me add a little Tombow here, just so it holds it into place. Now, if I put this on top of that, you see that, you know, I could have stamped it that way. But what I want to do is I want to have this one showing the opposite way. So I am going to grab a dimensional. I'm going to put the dimensional right there because I want this 3D, or as I call it, 3D. And here's my take your pick tool. I'm going to take that out. And then this one, and it doesn't really matter which way I do that. This is why I didn't stamp it. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to add that right on top, right? Now, this is the back side of this. I'm going to add a little Tombow. If you have the adhesive sheets, they would work nicely too. Just a little bit of glue there. And then I'm just going to lay that down. Now you see that this is a little bit more of a 3D hanging project, right? Okay. I'm going to grab some baker's twine. And this was just in my stash. It's green. I'm not sure where it came from. It came from Stampin' Up, but I'm just not sure which catalog. Okay, I'm going to pull that through. I'm just going to tie this in a knot so it stays where I want it. As soon as my fingers start working this morning. I'm just so excited that I have both YouTube and Facebook on here. Because I know not everybody's on both platforms. Okay. So now this is going to swing right in here, right? Look at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little Stampin' seal here first. And I'm going to make sure that that is nice and secure. Just like that. So that it will swing. Okay. Now you also don't want to lay this down flat because you could, but it's too bulky. So again, with the dimensionals, I'm going to add a dimensional here to hold that in place. And you can see this is the other side, which that card was with the green one, but I like to change it up a bit. Show you something a little bit different. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and leave me comments, okay? And tell your friends. Okay, so let's take this off. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm so excited. Okay. A shout out to Kate Spackman, who's our Northeast DDM. She joined us on our team chat the other night. It was so much fun. If you'd like more information on joining my team, just contact me, Stampersdelight.com, or email me and join my team. Okay, so there's my swing card. Great sound and no glitches either this morning. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, so this is the front of the card now. Cute, cute, cute. Now I'm going to grab a piece of Very Vanilla for the inside. Oh, no, actually, yeah, I'm going to do Very Vanilla. And you can mix and match white and Very Vanilla. This is going to go on the inside here. And you can see I stamped this, so it looks like some more of those plants are in there. So let's do that. Let's grab this. Since I went with the gray this time, we'll stick with the gray. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of these right here. Again, this is darker because I just re-inked it. I'm going to grab my Just Jade, which is also going away. And this is one of the, this is the double flower. I'm going to actually stamp off. And this is just going to look like a bunch of plants down there. Okay. You would like to case this card. Joyce, case away, because I showed yours earlier, and I'm going to case that fold. And then that's going to go right in there. I got a little green on there, so let me show you what I can do with that. Okay, sometimes that happens. Happens to all of us. I'm going to take my green. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper here. And I'm just going to add a little flower or leaf right there. That's how you fix a boo-boo. Okay. I'm going to flip that over because I think that I might have gotten some ink on that side. And then I am going to put that inside here. I'm leaving it blank because I'll put my own personal note in there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, let's see if this strip. I'm going to grab a strip. I'm going to use the thank you. If I don't have a strip long enough, I will see if this fits. That might fit. Let's see. So I'm going to grab the green. I think it might be too narrow, but we'll try. Nope, it does fit, but I have to do it straight. Okay, so let's do thank you right there. Okay, I'm just going to cut this off. I'm going to bring in my tag punch here. Make it a little banner. Like that. That's going to go right here. So let me grab some dimensionals again. Stacy, thank you. When you say that you're going to case my card, I take that as the highest compliment. Okay. So go ahead and case away. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Now I'm going to bring in some gems. And for this, I have the Elegant Gems. And I'm going to grab, I love these gems because they have the 3 different colors. The clear, like champagne color. and then the white. And I'm going to use this color because I think it'll pop more. I'm going to use the larger ones up here. Oop, smaller one right there. I always like to put one on there. And guess what? I can even add one right here if I want. So there I have a cute thank you card. There will be still shots later today on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. So I'm going to open that up. I'm also going to take another one of these, and I'm going to add it on the inside here. And now I have a cute little swing card. And you can make this, you know, I mean, there's lots of plants and stuff here. You can add some more plants around here. I'm just going to bring in my envelope. I'm going to flip that back over because that was the side I was using. And I'm just going to stamp it like this. Okay, let me bring in my piece of scratch paper here. And now I have a matching envelope for my card. Thank you. Okay, so that's the swing card. All right, so I said we'd do a second one, and that is the one that I sort of cased. Okay, I did change it up a little bit. So let me show you that again. And that has the window sheet in it. Okay, so for that one, and I'll put the directions or the dimensions, but it's really up to you how you want to do this. The way I did it, because I didn't have any dimensions or anything, is I took a piece of cinnamon cider and I went ahead and scored it in half. Okay. And then I cut this piece off. You'll see what I mean. So this piece right here, let me just grab let's see if I have, I don't have my ruler here. So I'll just show you what I did. I did it at about 1 inch. So here's what I want to show you. I went to the middle of the card where I scored it, and that's 1 inch. Okay, so I took off 1 inch from the score line, so I took off right here. I want 1 inch, right? Let me fold it. Like I said, I didn't have any idea what I was doing. So there's the inch right here. There's my score line. With me so far? All right, and then I cut it off. So that's the way I cut it. So put your score line right in the middle, and then go to the 1 inch and cut it off. Now, you're also going to have a window sheet, which is 4 inches by 5.5. That has to fit right in here. It doesn't have to fit all the way to the end because you're going to cover that up. So start with that. Again, I'll put the directions. I didn't write those down because I really didn't have any directions. I just kind of winged it. Okay, so I am going to go ahead. I want this in here to be see-through. So you can actually put your adhesive right on your window sheet. I promise I will put the directions the way I did it. Okay, so there's your start of your card, right? Okay. This piece, you know, has to go over here. So you only want 1 inch of that too. So I'm going to cut this at 1 inch. You can make it larger. This is what I meant. You can make it larger or smaller. Okay, so that's going to go right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Sometimes it's easier to see the card rather than read the directions. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some designer series paper. And before I do that, I'm going to lay down the paper lattice. So I grabbed one of these paper lattice pieces, and that's going to go right on top here. Now, I am going to put some paper over that, designer series paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down like this, okay? Just like that. I'm going to bring in some of our designer series paper, and since I used the brick on that, I think I'm going to use something different. Let me use, let's see what's on the other side. How about if I use some flowers, greenery? You think? Let me try the green part. If I don't like it, I'll just take it off. I like to try something different. I think it's going to actually look good now that I'm looking at it. Okay, let's put that up there. So now I need this at maybe I'll do 1 inch just so I can cover that up, but I'm just going to do it at a notch smaller. Okay, just so I have a border. So just 1 notch. I don't get into the 16th, 1/16, 1/8, and all that stuff. Okay, so 1 notch. This is also going to be at 5 1/4. I actually need 4 of these. So let's do 1 more. So again, there's the 1 inch, going down 1 or 2 notches, and I need 2 more. I know there's some math people out there that are probably screaming, it's 1 1/16. It's 3 5/8. Sorry. The way I roll. Okay, let's do that. So I need 4 of these. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put those right there. Oh, yeah, I like that. You see, this is the brick. Now I'm going to do the greenery one. Either one will work. Okay. Just glue that. Okay, the reason you have 2 others is I'm going to put them in here to cover up where I glued that down. Again, I cased the card. Shout out to Michelle when I saw her card. But I did change mine up a little bit. And I'm going to show you both versions. Okay, so there's the front of it. Now, here is the piece of designer series paper that comes with this suite. And you can see what I did. I just glued it right in here, stamped it, and added some of these plants. Let me show you what she did. And I have to see if I have that piece of paper left. May not. Okay. I don't have the piece that left that she used, so let's use a different one. So what she did, and I'm going to try to explain this, is she cut this long ways. Here, let me just show you. I'm not going to do it, okay, but if you want to, this is the way you would do it. All right, so she has this piece like that. And then, let's see, this is going to be folded in half. Because I don't have measurements, because I'm just showing you the way she did it. And what she did was she had this piece in here and then glued down so that you could flip it open like that. Make sense? Just like that. So that's the way she did hers. Just to give you an idea, but I'm just making an insert here for this. And I am going to put, let's see, what sentiments do I want to put here? I'm going to put love you. I'm going to add that first in the Just Jade. I hope I didn't confuse you by what I was telling you. But you just take one of, a piece and fold it in half, and then you can flip it up. So you can have a flip card there. All right. So let's pull that out a second. Let's grab some pieces that I already have cut. We're going to grab one of these little guys here. I think I'm going to use this plant. Just have it like that right there. Okay, this is going to be for the inside. I have to see how many pieces I have to cut. I'm going to have to cut some more. And let's see, there's my dimensionals. I am going to put that on dimensionals. And you can use white with the very vanilla. You're gonna have to buy another pack of paper. I know, I don't know what took me so long to play with this set, because it's really great. Especially now that spring has sprung. Okay, I'm just going to use that one right there. So that's my inside. Let's decorate the outside. Okay. So I'm going to bring in this piece. And I am going to put, I'm going to change this up a little bit. A little note. Let's see, this says a little note with big thanks. Biggest thanks. Let's do something a little different here. Let me stamp this. And I'm going to stamp this in, let's see, I'm going to do the green. I'm going to keep it in the, I'm going to stamp this down here. And then I'm going to cut this off. Like I said, this one I didn't really have planned. So we're just going to cut that off right there. And that can fit right there. And I'm going to just use a little bit of glue. Actually, I'm going to put it over to the side a little. No, I'm going to put it right in the middle. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I need to have my hanging plant there. So let's grab that. And let's see. Let's do this in, what color do I want to do this in? Actually, how about we try one of the designer series papers? Let's see how that would look. I need something that's good on both sides, so I think this might work. Let's use this piece. I have no idea how it's going to come out. I'm creating with you right now. Card on the fly, because I have no idea how it's going to come out. All right, so let's grab my pieces to my mini embossing machine. Let's cut that out first. Okay, so let's see how this is going to hold up. Yeah. See, it's going to, yeah, that's going to brighten that up. Now, when you open it up, you have the green part on the inside. Cool. Okay, so that works. All right, so let's take, now this plant or potted plant, okay, or pot, is from the designer series paper, and I just cut it out. So I'm going to glue that on there. Now, you see, when I open this up, you can see all those pieces. So what I can do is the same thing. I can grab another one. I can glue it together. And then you see the pot instead. Okay, so why don't we do that? Actually, I'll use another dimensional. And I'll add that pot on the other side, because I don't like to see that empty spot on there. Okay, this one, let's see what we have here. We have a couple of these. And I have this piece, so let's cut this one out. I stamped it, I just didn't cut it out yet. Put that aside for a second. I hear from so many of you, you like the card on the fly. So even though I had the basic idea down, I had no idea what I was going to do with this. So let's just cut this out. I like creating live with you. Hi, Jean. Hi, Janelle. This is one of your favorite videos? Oh, cards on the fly. Yeah, well, it's fun. It's, you know, you can't get together in person. So we're so many miles apart, but we can get together like this. Okay, so this one can go right in there. But you know what? Again, I like to have another piece there. So let me bring in another piece of Very Vanilla and stamp this in the green and cut it out. I just don't like having that plain color. All right, so let me bring this back in. And my die. Let me cut this one out. Okay, there we go. I don't mind some white or very vanilla, but I don't like all of it. So I'm going to put that together just like that. And again, I can put a dimensional in there or two. One will probably work. And then I can angle it so I don't see so much white. This is going to fit right in between there, just like that. So for this, I will add a little glue and add that right there. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my hanger. And you can see, ooh, you know what? I got to add another hanger, don't I? I want a second hanger on that. Let's do that. Again, because you can see through it. So let's just add another hanger here. Hello, Tina. What's backwards? That comment went flying by me, so I'm not sure what you meant by that, but I'll look back. Okay. So now I can glue these together, just like this. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Add a little Tombow. Lay that there. Lay that there. Kind of get those together here. And this is going to go right here. Okay, so I am going to squish that together. I'm going to use a dimensional. Okay, so that's going to hold it down. And then what I'm going to do, so it's, I'm going to put another, no, I'm not going to put a dimensional there because you'll see it. What I'm going to do so you don't see that is I'm going to use one of those gems. Right here, whoop, right there, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some of these other pieces, and these are actually pieces, again, that were cut out from the Designer Series paper. So I think I have 2 of these. Let's use these little guys. That one didn't cut out too good. There we go. Okay, so we're going to use these. And I'm going to add these right here. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so I'm just going to go and glue this over here. Reverse stamp to match it exactly. Yes, you can do that. Not this early in the morning, I can't, but but thank you for that, Dawn. Great idea. Okay, we're going to put that one right here. We're going to put that one right here. And of course, we're going to add some Wink of Stella. You can even add Wink of Stella to the pieces that you cut out from the Designer Series paper. This one didn't come out too good, but we'll add a little in here. Should have done that before I put the card together, but it's all good. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything else I want to add? I think that might be it. Nope, I'm going to add some more gems. Yeah. I'm on my second cup, Dawn, but I need 3 cups before I do reverse stamping, okay? Next time. That might be for Monday night. And thank you for the idea. So that's another thing I can definitely show everyone is the reverse stamping. But like I said, not in the morning. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put this inside. Oop, that came off. We need a little bit more glue here. Okay, there we go. Forgot to glue it down. I just had the dimensional there. That's not going to just work. Okay, and actually I can stick another little dimensional, I think, right there. So that it'll definitely hold it down. And then I can add another little doodad there so it stays down. Let's just add this right on top of that piece right there. There we go. And you see I hit it by that little piece of the lattice. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and add this down. Remember, there'll be still shots on Stampersdelight.com later today, so you want to check it out. Also, the measurements. I always put the measurements in there because it's hard to follow sometimes when I do cards on the fly. And then we're going to bring in this envelope, and I think this time for the envelope, I am going to take, again, that paper and green. Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to grab that on the side here. Okay. That is really dark. Oop. Again, I got a little smudge there. Smoosh. Smoosh. So you know what? I mean, it's an envelope. I'm going to just add that. There we go. Fix that. Okay, and there's a matching envelope for that card. What do you think? Did you like the cards this morning? Anybody want to see one more? And this is really on the fly because I don't have any clue, other than that I have a couple pieces of paper here. Another one? Okay, so this is the Just Jade. I love cards on the fly with you in the morning because I have no clue what they're going to look like. Okay, so this is a piece of Just Jade. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, let's see. Well, I already have this paper here cut. Do I want to use that one? Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down. I mean, this is like a 2-second card, okay? I'm going to cut that down to 5 1/4. All right, that's going to go right there. I'm going to put thank you. I'm telling you, this is going to be quick and easy. Yeah, I'm going to put thank you. I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to bring in those circles that I had left over. Look, remember those? I actually have 2. I'm going to grab this large one. And then I'm going to grab this one. Actually, I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to use that. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, I mean, I know I'm stamping, but I don't know how this is going to come out. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Let's see what pieces I have. I have this little guy right here. I have one of these. I'm just going to glue that down. And then add that on here because I don't want to pull, I'm not going to cut anything else out. I'm just going to do that. Grab some doodads. Grab an inside Okay, maybe it's not a 2-second card. Maybe it's like a 5-minute card. Okay, we are going to grab that cute little guy again. And let's see, use the Cinnamon Cider. Okay, we're going to put this right here. We're going to grab this one. And let's see what else I have. Do I have anything else to add to it? Nope, I think that's it. And maybe just an envelope. And for this, I'm going to grab a white envelope. I'm going to use this. And there we have it. Quick, easy card. Ta-da! So, who wants this card? Leave me a comment. It doesn't matter whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. And I will randomly pick a name to get this card in the mail. U.S. only, I'm sorry. Okay? But please leave me comments no matter where you go or where you are. And I'll pick a name on Monday night. Somebody will win this card. That said, I want to tell you that Denise Washington won a card from me on Stampersdelight shop.com. Denise, I need your address so I can send you out a card. Betty Clark, you won for leaving me a comment last week on the live. Betty, I have your address, so I don't need it. But Denise Washington, I need yours. So let's bring the cards back in again. Remember, this card, you can fold this paper in half and have it open this way also. I tried to explain that a little bit. Hopefully it helped. The card we did on the fly. And again, still shots. As soon as I'm done, I'll be uploading all of those. We have our swing card. And I'm going to flip the camera real quick because I want to show you the swing card this way. Ta-da! Okay. So that's the one swing card. We have the other swing card. This one. So are you rethinking this set now? And again, this was a swap that I got that I just added to, and a shout out to who has ever swapped this was. Okay. Thank you all so much for tuning in this morning. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you back live on Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, keep on stamping.